And how could you? You turned through this world into madness for your own selfish reasons because you couldn't be happy. No one else could. Asriel snaps. You blamed my death against all of humanity and dragged everyone down with you. You weren't fit to be king. You weren't fit to be anything. But in an asylum. Ooh. That was a little bit harsh there, Asriel. I shouldn't be smiling. I loved his response. Asgore flinches. Asriel, Mother left for a reason. You never even went after her. I respected her. No, don't try that bullshit. You didn't chase her down because you felt miserable. You wanted to stay miserable, and you wanted everyone around you to feel just as miserable. Congratulations, you succeeded. But no more. This ends now. Fire flares to life around Asriel's paws, and he sternly says, our war against humanity has long since concluded. It is time we move forward. Oh my god, go Asriel. Asgore stares dully at the fires around Asriel's hands. You would attack me? He technically already sucker punched you across the room. I think he's past the point that, yeah, he's gonna attack you. You tried to kill me. In this world, it's kill or be killed. Isn't that what you wanted? Isn't that what you demand? Oh my god. Asriel raises his chin. Kill me if you can, father. Asgore falls silent. He stays silent for a long time. Cannot kill you, my son. I would sooner see myself turn to dust than lose you ever again, he says quietly. I will retract my statement. Oh my god. Yay! Music to my ears, says a soft voice. You and Asgore look on in surprise as Toriel, the owner of the voice, marches through the room. The gold monster's golden eyes are burning with ferocity, and she's not alone in her march. You see many monsters behind her. Let's see. You see Froghead, Naps the Blue, the dogs from Snowden, Shiren, the children you met at Warfall, Mesh on his staff, and the Royal Guards with Papyrus and Die at the lead. Where's Sans? Does Sans really not want to come because Asriel is here? Because I did go back and give him a hug. What the hell? Sans, really? You didn't show up? Sans, what the hell? I thought you and me became friends. Wait. But Sans is talking by here. I'm so confused. If Sans not here. Wait, but Sans is in the room down here. Sans is talking, so I'm guessing it's supposed to say there are many monsters with her. The Royal Guards with Papyrus and then Die at the lead. Along with Sans, because Sans is talking down here. So, we'll find out. There are so many of them, they fill up the room and surround you all. Enough is enough, says Toriel. Tori! King Asgore stares at her in blatant disbelief. You came back to me? Absolutely not! She called her robust. I came for the human, for Twinkle. She raises her chin and glowers down at Asgore. I'm for monster kind. You take one step towards that woman, you'll have to face me. And me, as Papyrus. The dogs howl in unison, each holding up a stick. Shiren sings, save or be saved, Asgore lies. It's over, says Sans. He gives a toothy grin. We're tired of this, so unless you want to have a hell of a time. Asgore looks at the monsters around him. Tori then notices Asriel and gasps. Asriel? Oh, hi, says Asriel. I'm expecting to see you here, Mother. She rushes to him and immediately hugs him. Asgore stares at Asriel and Toriel. He smiles faintly and then looks over at you. Human. No, Twinkle. You said this world does not need to be killed or be killed. Do you truly believe that? You're only saying this now because Asriel is here and you wouldn't dare frickin' say anything otherwise, wouldn't you? Not so brave now, are you? You meet his gaze. Yes, you do. It's not kill or be killed, it's save or be saved. You smile at Asgore. It's time for him to be saved. Then so it shall be, he utters quietly. He drops his trident. While he's not smiling, you think he is happy, and that there's only a couple of things left to do. You tug on Asriel's sleeve. He looks over at you and you smile. Yes, Twinkle? You tell him you need to check up on friend. You'll be right back. Okay. I'm gonna go fall into the void. I'll be right back, Princey. You gasp for air as soon as you leave the void. Asriel and Toriel are beside you in an instant, both looking deeply concerned. Asriel asks, Twinkle, what's wrong? Are you okay? Dear human, what's wrong? Tori frets. Hell, you hated it there, but you know what you have to do next. You'll need to catch your breath. You just need to catch your breath and reassure Asriel and Toriel first. Once you feel you can breathe properly, you explain that you need to use the barrier to help a friend. Toriel and Asriel give you an odd look. I love how Toriel and Asriel's name are quite similarly, It's a combination of Asgore and Tori's name. AS from Asgore, and then the rest of it is Tori spelling to make up Asriel's name. It's cute. Okay, says Asriel slowly. I trust you. Come on, I'll lead you there. I'll follow behind you shortly with the other monsters, says Toriel. I just need a few words with Gallery. You and Asriel nod to that and leave. Asriel takes you out of the room and down the left hallway. As you walk down the hallway, you admire the paintings. All of them are hand-painted to pick pretty environments. They range from mountains to oceans to the night sky. You wonder who painted them. There are also candlesticks in the walls. A crimson flame flickers to life as you walk by them. They must be the magical equivalent to altar lights. How neat. You'd like to have some of your own one day. This hallway, you are pleased to note, is not covered in dust, grime and cobwebs. At the very end of the hallway is a door. Asriel pushes it open and you are pleasantly surprised to find a magical garden. Beautiful yellow, white and orange flowers blossom around a brick path. There are tall trees with golden leaves and orange-coloured rose bushes. There are lampposts with yellow-tinted magic crystals. There are lights mimicking that of the sun, although it's not without the warmth. The path winds around the castle and is built further into the cave. Noise hums all around you as you approach it. When you're close enough to get a proper look, you see a wall of white. This is the barrier, says Asriel. What's next? The next step is to let Wingdings borrow your soul. Oh, hell! You hate to go back into the void, but you hope this will be the last time. So we're going to go for one last trip into the void and then we'll be right back. There is a warm breeze against your skin. When you open your eyes, you're no longer in the void. The magic that enveloped you is gone, as is the barrier. Did it work? It did, my friend. You turn around to face the owner of the voice. He stands very tall as Papyrus, if not more. He, like Papyrus, is a skeleton monster. He has vivid red eyelights in his eye sockets and skeletal hands with holes through the palms. He wears a long black coat that goes to the ground. He doesn't look normal. The ends of it waves and flickers like a candle shadow. Underneath the jacket is a red turtleneck sweater and black pants. He has cracks in his face, one split from the top of his skull that goes through his right eye, while another forms from his left eye and goes down to the spiky mouth. This is Wingdings Gaster. He gives you a bow. You make a move to step closer to him to greet him properly, but your legs give out from underneath you and you fall forward. Asriel rushes to catch you. What's wrong? Wingdings gives Asriel a measured look. Pulling a monster out of the void is taxing for his soul. Using the same soul to funnel raw magic to accomplish that is doubly so. Twinkle should take it easy. You do feel remarkably tired, like you finished running a marathon. Wow, says Asriel. Twinkle, I feel like I shouldn't be surprised by the miracles you perform. Yet here I am, still surprised. Wingdings chuckles. An impressive human, is she not? Asriel grins. Yeah, I'm glad to count her as my dearest companion. You're happy about that too. Once you are steady on your feet, Wingdings steps back. Now, if you don't mind, I will excuse myself. I have a pair of brothers to find. Wingdings takes a bow and leaves you and Asriel alone. Are you tired? He asks. You admit you do feel something. Tired feels too little of a word. Exhausted more like it. Then here, he says as he picks you up right aside. Let me carry you. He bumps his forehead against yours. It's only fair, right? You carried me. Then you notice the locket around. He notices the locket around your neck. Oh, where did you get that? A ghost child. What? Never mind. The magic in this locket shows who's in your heart, says Asriel. His smile softens. I used to have a matching one. May I see inside? You open the locket and show Asriel the picture inside. His eyes widen. What? Me? You ask if that's a problem. No, not at all. Asriel fiercely shakes his head. You're so special to me, Twinkle. He holds out a hand. There is a distortion of magic in the air and a locket that matches yours materializes. It falls into your lap since he's carrying you. Do you think you could put this on me? You slip the rocket around his neck and you hear a click. Go ahead and open it, he says. You do. It's you. Ah! Eee! So cute! Now we match, he says, his golden eyes bright and filled with affection as he looks at you. My dearest one, says Tori as she and Asgore approach you. Are you ready? You and Asriel exchange joyous looks. Yes, together you and your dearest friends leave the underground. You feel strong enough to walk as soon as you smell the fresh air. Asriel sets you down but insists on holding your hand. Eek! I don't want to let you go, he admits. That's fine. You don't want to either. Also, it's nice that he doesn't have to travel by backpack. Asriel rests his head atop of your head. Good. It's dark outside, yet brightening with every second. You hear gasps from the monsters around you. You hear choked back sobs, you hear oohs and ahs and whimpers and hiccups. You hear them whispering and speaking to one another as they all exit the underground to stand on a ledge overlooking the mountain. The barrier had been at a cave entrance. There was a wide overlook that showcased the forest at the bottom of the hill and the city that rests at the edge of that forest. Tall skyscrapers climb into the sky, each building bright with light. The monsters notice and point to look at it, their voices getting louder. And then all goes silent when the first crack of light peeks out from the horizon. No one speaks. No one moves. It is their first sunrise, and they watch it in complete silence. When you look around, you see so many of them openly crying, their tears falling down their faces. Some have collapsed to their knees, holding their hands over their mouths to keep from weeping out loud. You smile, your own eyes burning. Yes, this is it. It's not a kill or be killed world. It's a save or be saved world. And you saved them. You enjoy the feeling of the morning sunlight on your face. It looks like you've been trapped underground for almost a full day. Your determination carried you through without rest, but now you see the sunrise and you feel your whole body relax. Exhaustion starts to press on you and you sway on your feet. Asriel supports you, a knowing smile, knowing simply on his face. He picks you up again, gently cradling you. Get some rest, Twinkle, he whispers to you. You lean into him, a soft smile on your face. And you put it like that. You close your eyes, completely at ease. Sweet dreams, Twinkle. Yes, sweet dreams, dear Twinkle. Your journey has ended, and you have more than earned this rest. Sleep well in his arms. When you wake up, know that you will be ready to face whatever comes next. No matter the obstacle, no matter the enemy, no matter the battle, you will be okay because you have you. True happy ending, Asriel's route. Your journey, your struggles, none of it was in vain. You saved them. All of them. You didn't make it out alone. The Gester family moved to the surface, right next door to you in your new VIP home. As a VIP ambassador, you had to move into a magically secure home of your choosing in the city. It's always fun to hang out with them. However, it's Asriel you see the most. He became a huge part of your life. He became the new king of monsters and helps you integrate the two societies. Every morning comes to pick you up personally, and the two of you have lunch and dinner together, almost every day. It's always easy and fun to spend time with him. It's never tiring. A lot of the time it's the highlight of your day. He nuzzles you every chance he gets, and when you allow him to, he'll pick you up and carry you around. He leaves golden flowers for you at your desk and always brings you on bad days. On several occasions, you two have been called the cutest couple, and several wizards have asked if you intend to soul bomb because of how well suited you two seem to be. Maybe one day, while happy to have a boyfriend and date me, you make sure to not lose touch with the friends you've made. You spend time with Tori and Asgore every so often. Tori bakes you a special pie and loves to give you hugs. You hang out with Papyrus and Di, and you're semi-regular on Metaton's new TV show, On the Surface. You attend all of Sharon's concert and are the first to buy her new album, Save or Be Saved, Asgore Lies. You visit the school in Ebott where the monster kids started to attend. They are enthusiastically introduced you to their new humans friends, though you had to talk them out of jumping off another waterfall with their new friends multiple times. You meet with the dogs from Snowdon every month for a game of poker, which you suck at a lot. Asriel thinks is precious, though. Everything as it should be. everyone is happy, and you're the reason for it. Thank you, Twinkle. Thank you for falling into Underfell. Thank you for showing them kindness. Thank you for staying determined, and thank you for being you. Oh, there is 3 bonus scenes. Oh, fancy. Oh my gosh. I hope I haven't missed any of the bonus scenes right now. I know that Sans had 2, Gaster had 2, Papyrus had 1, because it was the storm, because he didn't react to Judgment Hall. I think Asriel has the most so far, and Gilby doesn't have a bonus scene. Okay, so we're gonna react now to the bonus scenes. Okay, now to decide what bonus scene. I think I'm gonna go with Judgment Hall first. You sniffle as Asriel takes the thermometer away from you. The goat monster looks at you with plain concern when he sees the temperature. I'm sorry, love, but you're sick. You sigh at that. It hurts your throat. Asriel bends down to nuzzle your nose. My poor Twinkle, are you in any pain? Well, uncomfortable, you've been through worse. Worse? Asriel frowns at that. He sits on the bed beside you. You hesitate. What's wrong, love? What happened? Asriel presses, sensing your reluctance. You don't want to hide it from Asriel, but you also don't want to cause an issue. You ask Asriel if he promises not to hurt anyone. I promise, Asriel says. Oh, my sweet baby boy. You can say you promise right now, but when it comes to that smiley trash bag, as you like to call him, you are not going to remain calm. You tell him the truth. You talk about your journey through the kingdom, your deaths, and most importantly, you talk about your time in Judgment Hall. He listens, and he listens. He pulls you into his arm and holds you tight. By the end of it, you're exhausted. Your throat is spent, and all you want to do is sleep in his arms. Go ahead and rest. Love, he says. I'll join you in bed in a little while. Where's he going? Just some chores to take care of really quick. I need to take out the trash. Okay. Oh my god, he's talked. Smiley trash bag. He said take out the trash. Oh no, he's going for Sans. You don't see Asriel until the next morning. As soon as Asriel ensured his beloved Twinkle was asleep, he calmly walked away. He stays calm all the way to the laboratory. Wingedings and alphas worked at on the surface. He knew Sans also worked there. Having retired from his judge position, he entered the lab. He headed down the hallway until he could hear voices. Asriel stopped outside the door. He took a deep breath, and he stopped being calm. He kicked the door down with enough magical force it flew across the room and destroyed the wall on the opposite side. He immediately spotted Sans at the other end of it. The door had narrowly avoided hitting the startled skeleton. Fire glazed around his fist, and Asriel snarled, "You judge the love of my life?" Wingedings, who was seated at the desk on the right side of the room, looked at Asriel. He looked at Sans. He took a drink from his coffee mug and calmly said, "Run, brother." "Fuck," says Sans as he shortcuts away. "You're not getting away that easily, you pile of trash!" Oh my god, Asriel! How romantic! Look how furious he became! Ah! Poor Sans. I said if he got a Judgment Hall scene, I knew Asriel would go all out. Because Flowey's disliked Sans from the get-go. And now we've actually given him a reason to just go flat out crazy at him. Yeah, he's totally going to. I love his reaction though. Literally breaks down the door. Nearly hits Sans, oh bless. Even though technically we forgave him, Asriel's like, I know you forgave him. And I'm going to stay calm. Then he sees the individual. He hears him and he's like, nah. Full. Absolutely loved it. I love the overreaction. Okay, now for the first storm. After all, we actually didn't do the calm before the storm. We did the storm before the calm. So, it is the first storm to come into this area since the monsters have returned to the surface. As soon as you saw the weather forecast, you immediately insisted on getting your friends together to watch the storm. The Gasters have a nice, wide living room with a magnificent window at the front. It's the perfect place to watch. The monsters were amused by your enthusiasm and agreed. Most of them have never been through a storm before. They have rain when water leaks down the stalactites in the marshes, but it's always gentle and refreshing. This storm was supposed to be intense, the first severe one of your year to signify spring's approach. You were so excited to witness the reaction. An hour before the storm arrives, you got snacks and drinks all prepared when you headed over to the Gasters. One of the benefits of being neighbors means that your trip doesn't take long. Good day, tiny human. Papyrus greets you at the door. He immediately offers to help you carry your armful of goodies. What is all this for? Exactly how long is this storm supposed to last? Sans asks warily from behind Papyrus. However long they want it to, you tell them. While you hope the monsters will be interested in the storm, you did prepare a scary movie to watch with it going on in the background. It's not your fave movie, but its scares make it well suited to watch during a thunderstorm. Great, 'cause I got plans tonight, says Sans. Grubby's testing his new menu. Free food and booze for all taste testers. You step into their front room and take off your shoes. Wingedings and Papyrus need a clean home or they will turn into grumpy bears. Urgh. The Gaster family home is well kept and is a strange collage of intense, edgy, dark, and so minimalistic it's cynical decor. It's hard to tell which brother chose what. It's all very them. Papyrus and Sans fall behind you as you enter their living room. Wingeding steps out of the shadows and greets you with a smile. Hello, my dear. You beam and open your arms for a hug. Wingedings chuckles as he obliges. It is good to see you again. You saw her this morning, Sans says dubiously. Wingeding's eyes narrow. Your point? Why the need to greet her like it's been ages? Are you trying to get on my nerves, darling brother? Sans sneers. That's the tone you're taking with me? Huh? You impulsive dumbass? You clear your throat and both go silent. You step away from Wingedings and ask your companions if they would help you get ready for the storm now. Of course they agree. At your insistence, the Gasters help move the furniture. They turn the couch around to face their huge living room window. Wingedings takes on the curtains to ensure an unobscured view. Papyrus grabs more pillows and blankets to make a cozy sitting area around the couch. Sans levitates the table into the room to set the food and drinks down on. By the time the area is set up, the next guest arrives. Asriel is first. Your date mate warmly greets you with a nuzzle. Hello, Twinkle, I've missed you. You saw him yesterday. But then you went home. You chuckle and hug him. Yeah, and Wingedings would probably get along. Yeah, and Wingedings would probably get along well, Sans remarks. Probably, agrees Asriel. Oh my god. He's agreeing with Sans? What the hell? Probably, agrees Asriel. You step away from Asriel to let him come inside. Scarcely a few minutes go by when the next guests arrive. Endai and Alphys confidently strive into the Gaster's home. You knew they would come. Endai is friends with Papyrus and Alphys is friends with Wingedings and Sans. But you hadn't expected a third guest to join them. Mettaton swoops in. Darling! Mettaton! You have to hug Mettaton, especially when he opens his arms expectantly for a hug. It was thanks to him thanks to his help that you were able to reach out to so many monsters and inspire them to come to the surface. That forever placed him as one of your fave people. Mettaton pats your back and then kisses both of your cheek. You usher Mettaton inside with the others, and Papyrus quietly shuts the door behind you. With Mettaton's arrival, there's only a few minutes left until the storm is meant to arrive. It's gone dark outside, remarks Endai as she glances out the window. That's normal, right? Yes. Since everyone's here, it's time for everyone to grab their seat. You sit beside Ezra on the floor, and he takes your hand and places it in his lap to hold. You smile at him, and he smiles back. The storm arrives. The darkness of the storm overcast rivals that of the underground. Are you sure this is normal? Mettaton asks you. It looks like night. Yep. Alphys adds, from what I read, it gets dark because the clouds are blocking the sun. Isn't the sun supposed to be the brightest star? The sun is a star, Sans explained. It's also a hell of a far away. Anything big enough in between us and the sun will block it. There's one thing to read about it, Wingedings remarks, but seeing in person is a different experience. Yeah, agrees Sans. Books didn't mention the smell either. You can smell it from inside? Sans has an excellent sense, Papyrus says. His hearing is superb. Sans coughs, a red tint under his eye sockets. Which is why it's so aggravating when he does not utilize his full capabilities. Oh, come on, boss, Sans complains. Papyrus's eyelids shine briefly. I am not wrong. There's nothing more frustrating than seeing a talented monster waste his time. You've no excuse to keep that up on the surface, and so help me if I catch you slacking at work. Why you gotta compliment me in the same breath you threaten me? Listen to your baby brother, Sans, Wingerding tries. He only wants what's best for you. Ugh, goes Sans. If you get tired of your work, you're more than welcome to help me with mine. I'm pulling my I want to live card again. Sans, I would never put you in a dangerous situation for my job, Wingerding coos. What if I paid you? Asriel wonders out loud. Wingerding tilts his head. How much are we talking? What the fuck? Sans loudly asks. You see he has a grin on his face. You ask if everyone please pay Sans. He owes you many, and you intend to collect. Why does he owe you so much? Asriel asks. No reason. Sans coughs. Yes, no reason. Okay, so this one takes place before we tell Asriel. The first streak of lightning shoots across the sky. It's close enough that it lights up the entire room. At once you hear gasps. Sans' eyelids shrink as his sockets widen. What the fuck? Metatron gasps as Alphys yelps. Stars above! Huh? Goes Wingerdings. And then the thunder claps. It's a massive storm, and the thunder that comes from it is powerful enough to shake the house. Wow, says Asriel. That's neat. What the fuck was that? Undyne demands. Thunder, explain. It's harmless, says Wingerdings. You notice that Papyrus and Sans immediately move to sit beside Wingerding. The eldest Gaster places a hand on each of them and says, It's okay. Oh, bless. It did not sound harmless, says Papyrus. Is it normally so loud? Asriel asks you. It can be, you answer. He frowns. I might need to buy some earplugs then. They already hurt my ears. Oh, you have some noise-cancelling headphones at your place. You offer to grab them. That does not sound like a good idea, darling, frets Metatron. Is it safe? Asriel asks. Definitely. Asriel considers it. If it bothers me too much, I'll grab them. Is he sure you don't mind? Asriel smiles. He nuzzles his nose against yours. You said it's safe and I trust you. That being said, there's no reason for you to get wet in the rain. Aww, you kiss his nose. Lightning flashes again. You count out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom! You tell them that the storm is 8 miles away. The storm isn't even here yet? Alphys asks. Nope, you explain. That we're on the outskirts. Huh, says Sans. All weather this intense on the surface? Oh no, this is very mild. Huh, this is mild? And I asks in alarm. Stars above, no wonder you were fucking fearless. No one is braver than Twinkle, says Asriel proudly. You chuckle. You and the monster stood at the window and watched the storm. As it would turn out, you had no need to bring the movie. They were captivated by the lightning, rain, and thunder. And when the storm passed hours later, everyone agreed to watch the next one together. Oh, that was cute. It also shows a contrast that, you know, when it comes to, like, Sans and Papyrus, they have, like, a more, like, aggressive reaction to the storm. Asriel is, like, more like, whoa, this is cool. I do like the fact that he is the one who's like, I can go and get the headphones. And I got to kiss him on his cute, adorable satin nose. Because Asriel's got the cute soft nose. Because he's all fluffy. I'm assuming he'd be soft like satin. Anyway, now for first date. Let's go and do that one. Now for the first date. Asriel woke you up very early in the morning. Very early. The sun isn't even out yet. He has you up and about. More than that, he asked you to wear a blindfold. You accepted the request. You trust Asriel, but you have to admit it's a weird situation. It's a bit of a journey to get there, says Asriel. He takes your hand. I can guide you or I can carry you. What would you feel more comfortable with? Oh my god, carry me in your arms, big, strong, and handsome. Asriel hums his acknowledgement. He lets go of your hand and swiftly picks you up bridal style. You know it's no issue for him. He's very, very strong. You rest your head on his shoulder, comfortable and secure in his arms. Cozy, he teases. Yep. Good, he murmurs. He nuzzles his nose against yours. We'll be there soon, my Twinkle. Oh my gosh. Oh my word, he calls me my Twinkle, my goodness. You murmur a response as he starts walking. You feel yourself going uphill. From the noises and smell around you, you must be in the forest. Perhaps you're climbing the mountain again. After 15 minutes of walking, Asriel stops and says, We've arrived. You go to take your blindfold over the other hand, but he quickly says, Not yet, Twinkle. You stop. He carefully sets you down on your feet. He says, Please wait one moment. You hear the sound of a blanket opening up. Okay, I'm going to guide you to sit down now, he says. He takes both of your hands and you step on some kind of fabric. Likely the blanket. Good, now you can sit down. You sit on a fabric. A cool breeze ruffles your hair. It must be the blanket he opened up earlier. You hear him move to sit beside you. I have never seen the sunlight growing up, he says. You feel his paw on both sides of your head, gently cupping your face. Not until I was a flower, actually. There's only one spot in Underfell to see the sun. And that's where you fell from. He runs his fingers through your hair. Oh my goodness. Another wind as soft as the first blows through the area. You catch the smell of dandelions on the wind. Even from that spot, it's so far away you can barely see any light. I thought that's what the sun was. Something bright, but cold and distant, he quietly continues. Until I came to the surface. The first time I saw the sunrise. His voice cracks. It took my breath away. I almost cried, to be honest. If you hadn't passed out, I think I might have. You were about to apologize for that, but he cuts you off with a finger. Okay, so he doesn't want me to talk right now. Now, I know the sun isn't cold nor distant. It's warm and beautiful. Wait, hold on. I've seen this before. Are we technically his son? I'm curious. Because it's kind of the way he paused but then said, I'm beautiful, he says. He carefully pulls up the blindfold. You blink, your indigo eyes adjusting to the new light. You see Asriel in front of you. He's giving you that smile, that special, special smile, saved only for you. It's sweet, gentle, and full of affection. Behind him is the first crack of sunlight as dawn comes over the horizon. Like you, I freaking knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. I knew it. He whispers. Oh my goodness. Yes, your eyes widen as your cheeks heat up. My God, it's getting hot again. He leans forward and bumps his nose against yours. He nuzzles into you. You're my sun, Twinkle. You're beautiful, warm. You take my breath away. I'm so grateful to have you in my life, and I hope like the sun I can see you every day now. How could you say no? Huh! He pulls you into his lap and continues to nuzzle you. He wraps his arms around you and holds you close to his heart. You can feel it beating in tandem to your own as the two of you watch the sunrise. The first of many sunrises you two will watch together now. And forever. That was so freaking cute! God alive, help me! This is so freaking cute! That was beautiful! Oh my goodness gracious me. Okay. Whew. Now that we've completed Asriel, we're going to go to the friendship route next. And then we've got this. So Mafiafell we are going to be doing. Dusttail, I'm going to be going back to do that one. And we got the Underswap. So yeah. That was so freaking cute. I don't know what my favorite route is out of all the ones that we have so far. I really can't pick. Gosh darn it all. The last scene with Asriel. Oh gosh. I love it. We finally got a date. We got a date with one of them. I'm so excited. I hope some of the others get date scenes. or something like super cute. Alright, let me double check. Asriel's got 3 scenes. We saw the 3. Wingerdings is Judgement Hall and the Storm. Sans was the Storm, and you have a Nightmare. And Papyrus was also the Storm. So I think I've done everyone so far. Okay, well, I'm gonna go off now and edit this together because it's pretty late here. And then I will do the friendship route first thing tomorrow. Excuse me, I can't handle how freaking cute that was. Okay. So adorable. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.